Listen, did you know DRC makes boats? Well, now you do. And we're going to check this bad boy out for you. Ah, man, you know we got to have the good stuff. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. That's right. The good folks at DRC sent me a boat to review. They said, hey, do you have water near you? Hell yeah, I'm in Florida. Hell yeah, we got water. So check it out. Mid-mounted motor, high-speed thrills, brushless motor, capsize recovery. So that is pretty cool. So this is the TX766. They claim it can go 28 miles an hour. We are going to test that. This is a 17-inch brushless powered boat. Right now on Amazon, this lists for $121. So I don't think it's a bad price at all. I think I paid somewhere around that for a very slow brushed powered Traxxas. We won't mention that. So it's supposed to have a 2800 milliamp hour 3S LiPo that comes with it, a 30 amp ESC, a metal rudder, and metal gears throughout the drivetrain and the servo. Now it's supposed to transmit up to 493 feet and it's supposed to have a safety signal to let you know it's getting out of range. So we'll try to test all this out for you. And as mentioned, capsize recovery supposed to be self-righting. So we will test that out as well. I don't see anything else here. Package. So let's open this bad boy up. Very well packaged in some thick styrofoam. Here's our battery. You get one 2800 milliamp hour 3S LiPo battery with an XT60 connector. One very cheap basic charger. I would really recommend, if you're going to be in the hobby, take it serious, that you buy something a little better. This will get the job done. It will just take you a long time, but it will get the job done. One little wrench, probably for taking the prop off. One little Allen wrench. One little tiny screwdriver. A screw. Extra prop. And a rubber nose, which you need to screw to put on the front of the boat. We have an owner's manual. So let's see what we got here. This tells you we have a user's manual. Unfortunately, there's not a parts list. I really like it when there's a parts list and a blow-up diagram of everything, all the parts. That's not here at all. There's no parts. That's kind of unfortunate. Reading it real quick, it did say, I don't see anything about where if it goes almost 500 feet, it'll warn you. But it does say that if the transmitter batteries get weak, it will beep and let you know to bring the boat back. One transmitter with the dreaded screw here on the bottom. I don't like that at all. But it feels pretty good, actually. I like the way this feels. Nice foam grip. So we have a steering trim, a steering dual rate, and a throttle dual rate for whatever reason. A bind button. I'm not sure what these other two. That one doesn't do anything. That one does click. And the power button. So these probably don't do anything. I can't imagine it. Oh, there's supposed to be from what I read online, there's supposed to be a button that's supposed to do the self-right. So maybe that's what that is. Because that'd be your bind button. Maybe that's the self-right. Like I said, we'll try that out. But not too bad, actually, for a ready-to-run transmitter. And you get what looks like a stand. I'm not quite sure how this works. I'm thinking that's supposed to. Yeah, okay. That should be able to hold the boat. So that's nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that. Anyhow, here is the boat. So we just have a two-bladed prop, the metal rudder, as they said earlier, and this looks like a water pickup maybe to help keep the electronics cool. We have Phillips hardware. Boo. Wish we could kind of get away from that. So it is a interesting look here with the wood grain and this. Let me know what you think of the way that looks. To me, it's a little, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But it is kind of sleek and aerodynamic at the same time. So we have these 4 latches that we have to, looks like, unlock to get in here. And I'll be installing that rubber piece here before we take this out. So here we go. So yeah, got a metal drivetrain in here. So we got the motor right there, the brushless motor. We got some water cooling going on, water cooling through the ESC that's not connected. Let's get that up there where it belongs. Ooh, no, look at that, the water line. Oh, I might have to trim that water line because that's horrible. Yeah, so if I put this ESC here, the exit for the water line here gets pinched because it's just a little bit too long. Unless I run it. Or if I run it like that, it's okay, but now it's kind of like in the battery tray, so might just, yeah. I think we'll just have to cut that one short a little bit. Yeah, so the water picks up here, the tube comes up, goes around, flows through the motor, then flows through the ESC, and then will spit out here at the top. So you should be able to see it spitting out. There, and then here's where battery goes. Does not look like any water protection whatsoever for this receiver, so hopefully no water gets in here. I do feel there's a gasket right here. So that's pretty cool. Look, there's some lights right here in the back. I don't think you'll be able to see them during the daytime at all. Maybe that's I'm not sure. I was thinking maybe it's a visual indicator. I don't have the batteries in here, but I just wanted to plug it in and see how everything was going to fit. I do think I need to trim this hose back some because I think it's just going to cause some issues. It's kind of stuffed in the battery. But then again, I don't know if I can get it off. It's one of those... Okay, I can. Alright guys, yeah, first impressions. Let me see. What I'm really hoping here is that this is tall enough, I'm hoping, and I can get the GPS in here. And I actually, back behind here, I have an inflatable boat. I have an inflatable boat that I bought that I take out there with my other boats in case if I ever have to go retrieve something. I got that inflatable boat. Hopefully we won't have to do any of that. So, also, if you've never had a boat before, it's really important that you be careful about this prop and rudder. Just don't sit this down. Even if you transport, if you have to, put like a big rubber band around here or maybe a Velcro strap so that way it'll stay like on here. Or just, even if you have to, keep the styrofoam, which is probably what I'm going to do for transport. Maybe even trim this down because I think that would be the safest way to make sure we don't damage anything. So I'm going to go ahead, fix that tube, put this little crash bar on, and then we'll see after. Like I said, I'm going to put the GPS in here, we'll speed test to see how fast it is, and we'll test the self-riding. We're just going to go out there and have some fun, so I'll see you after. Alright, yeah, the styrofoam works great for transporting this. I got room for the transmitter, an extra battery if need be. So I got the GPS Velcroed in here. I hope that works. If not, I'll have to strap it to the battery. But I'm hoping it's going to have enough room, hopefully. Yes! Alright. Let's check, make sure everything's... Also guys, this here is a drain plug, so if you get water in there, you can open that up, drain it. Alright, hopefully you can see that. We have telemetry. It's really hard to do with one hand doing this, so here we go. Alright, let's see how fast. Oh wow, man. Do need to adjust the trim a little bit because I should have done that first. 22 miles an hour. Can't remember what they said it was going to run, but that might be about right. I had to double check. I'll put it up here, but 22, that's what we got. Let's do, let's go one more time. Make sure that's zeroed. Start. All right, I'm not going to steer it at all. I'm just going to let it go its natural course. .22, so I would say that's a good accurate reading. So let's test it out here. Whoa! Look at that! It wheelies out of the water. All right, you guys can see, or maybe not, but I can see it right where that water jet is. It's water's pumping up, so that tells me it's cooling. Wow. Dude, that is the fastest turning boat I've seen. I can't believe it ain't flipped over. Not that I want to jinx it, but wow. Handling, man, yeah, 10. Dude. Now I know what I got, like a dual rate on there. Dude, I'll tell you what, that feels so much faster than 22. Wow, man. Dude, I'm blown away. I'm truly blown away with how nice this thing runs. Good job, man. DEERC. Look at that, it wheelies. It literally jumps out of the water. All right, so now I'm curious about the self-riding feature. This doesn't do anything, so let's flip it over. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. I might be in trouble here. I might be in trouble. Hope it drifts back to me. Come on, drift back. Oh man, no. The prop is actually pushing it away. Oh, look at that. You could, well, worst case, you could drive it like an airboat. Yeah, I don't get it. It's supposed to self-right. Let's see if I see those lights in the back. I don't see them blinking anymore. But I guess if it's like this, it will self-right. Oh, you know what might be throwing off? I got the GPS in here. It's adding weight to the top. Alright, now let's try. Oh, yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah, the GPS threw it off. So if you're upside down, it does it. Guys, man, really liking this. I bought that Traxxas Blast and it was about the same price, maybe even a little bit more because it's Traxxas. Nickel metal hydride battery and brushed power, and it was just, oh, aggravatingly slow. And definitely not anywhere near this nimble. Wow. Man, guys, I'm liking it. Let's bring it back. Let's wrap this up. Alright, unfortunately, there's no on-off switch, but you got to open this up anyhow. Yeah, ESC is cold. So is the water. So there you go. That starts beeping when you're out of range. When I just turned it off. And I don't see any water in here at all. So that's a awesome thing. Especially as long as we had it upside down. Yeah, absolutely cold. No heat whatsoever. I mean, that, wow, even my big Pro boat gets really, really hot. I had to put a fan in there. This, yeah, did freaking amazing. That did really, really well. I am blown away. Well, everyone, you know, I keep it honest here. Even though I got this for free, I'm not going to say anything good about it. It doesn't deserve, and I'm not going to say anything bad about it either. I just give you an honest opinion. And, you know, having a couple of boats, I got some experience out here in the water, and I got to say, I'm really, really impressed with this one. Handles absolutely great. It's fast. It's fun. I mean, very affordable. What was it, 110, 120? Absolutely. I think it's worth it. I mean, you're getting a 3S LiPo. Everything's completely ready to go, except for 4 AA batteries for the transmitter. Self-riding, which is great. I said just don't put a GPS in the top and it'll work fine. Yeah, absolutely blown away. So I hope you liked the video. Hope you found it informative, fun, and if you want to get into boating, I think you should give this one a shot. You know, I'm not going to tell you to buy it, not to buy it, but you know, you've seen how it ran on the water. You make a decision if that's what you want. I mean, you can always slow it down. There's a throttle dual rate, so you can slow down if that felt a little too fast for you, a little too adventurous. But yeah, I would definitely check this out, man. DEERC did a great job with this boat, man. I am really, really amazed. I was really thinking with that small prop that this thing wouldn't move, but it does. And that's a nice thing too with the boats. You can always invest in like more props, you know, change out the prop, get more speed if you want. So, all right, everyone. There'll be a link down below where you can purchase the boat. There's also other ways of helping the channel. If you want to buy t-shirts, coffee cups, I have a Teespring store. Greatly appreciate those that use it. And as always, if you're going to go buy you some good coffee or something off of Amazon, start at my store, buy what you need. That helps me buy the stuff. And if you want to go buy some other type of RCs, I have links for A-Main and Horizon. That you guys know the deal. But I get a lot of new people joining, so that's why I got to keep repeating this. So sorry if it sounds repetitive, but it truly helps because I put more money into this channel than I make. And I really appreciate the good folks at DEERC for supporting the channel. So if you're considering, please shop that link. Let them know that you watched the video and you appreciate the support of the channel, and buy from them. I don't get an affiliate thing with using their link. It's just that's how they track how good the response to the video is, through their link. It's not mine, so I don't make anything on it. But appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. See you next one.